Good morning. Welcome to my channel. My name is Lynn and I'm glad you're here. If you're a returning viewer, sweetheart, you know me. You know my quirks. If you are a new viewer, I'm excited that you're here because I have a few different things that I want to go over. I'm gonna unbox some yarn from a little yarn haul that I did, and I'm going to talk and show you some patterns that I think that either A, I want to try with this pattern, or B, you might want to try with any yarn, honestly. But to give you a little background on me, I knit, crochet, sew, and since everybody knows that has already been watching this, I talk. I already mentioned that, though, you know. Yep. So, grab your project, grab you something to drink, chill out with me for a minute. I am getting a little late start. It is almost noon. But the reason I did is because I was having all these ideas with this yarn when I first ordered it. And I thought, well, I don't know 100% if I want to stick with that or not, right? Because things are evolving. They're always changing. Now, I'm going to get into the yarn first, and then we're going to talk about just how many fun things I can do with this. I just don't want to cut my yarn, because the last time I cut into yarn from Hobbii, I cut my yarn. Oh, okay. I forgot. I did use some of my Hobbii points, so I got a few freebies, and I think that's one of them. I'll get to the freebies in a minute. But, I'm so excited. Okay, sorry. Y'all know me and yarn. Alright, I'm going to put this to the side because this is the freebies. Actually, I'm going to go through the freebies first. Got my little candy that I will give to one of my sons. Actually, they're supposed to be coming by after work today, so I'll let them decide who gets it. It's a little cinnamon gum like Hobbii normally does, a little heart. One doesn't like cinnamon, so it'll probably be the other one. Adam doesn't like cinnamon, but Austin does, I think. Alright, so I can't remember how many points I had in my Hobbii store, but I spent almost all of them for a couple reasons. Because I don't know with this whole tariff situation how much it's going to add to each order and whatnot. So I was like, well, I have free shipping, so why not do that? Actually, no, I don't know if I got free shipping with this order. It won't let me open the cart. Actually, no, because I'm not logged into my account, but that's okay. It's not that big of a deal. Oh, these are cute. All right, well, they're a little different than I thought they would be, but not bad. Got some little scissors, because, you know, we always need scissors. And I don't know if this will fit into any of my metal notion tins, but I do have those notion bags that I made that I can start using, so I can totally use those. I thought I had gotten, no, they didn't have any, because, you know, the little curved needles, I always try to get those when I can, but they were out of stock. And this, like, I need any more sock yarn, y'all, but I got it anyway. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Look how pretty that is. Now these are both 50-gram balls. It is Silly Socks Flower Pop. And I don't think these are for sale. I think you can only get these through the point system, possibly. And this one is color 10. That's all it tells me, color 10. But it is beautiful. Now this one is your normal 75, 25 polyamide, 75 wool, 25 polyamide, and it's got 218 yards or 200 meters for 50-gram ball. But like I said, with my socks, I can do 2 pairs of socks, especially if I use a contrasting color. I mean, I can do a full sock. Try that again. I can do a full pair of socks with 1 ball of 50 grams. Especially because, I mean, this is, it's a fingering weight yarn, or they call it a #1 superfine. It's fingering weight. All right, now, if I remember, I'm trying to remember what they looked, I don't think they showed me what they looked like, but this one is color 9. Now this one's got the greens, the blues, a streak of yellowish green, and this one's got all kind of beautiful colors. It's got teal, green, pink, purple, white, looks like black speckled white. That's gonna be fun. All right, we can do it that. Let me see. I was going to see if usually I can go to the point store. Point shop. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Alright, because on the point shop, it might tell me the name of it. If they have any more. Okay, here it goes. So it was 2,000 points for each ball. So I spent 8,000 points with just the sock yarn, which isn't bad. It really isn't bad. All right, number 10. This doesn't have a name. I thought it might have a name, but it doesn't. So, but it, oh, and this has got the black and white speckles too. But I was excited because, you know, yes, I know I don't need any more sock yarn, but I got it anyway because it's free. And free is for me. Okay, so the rest of the stuff that's in this bag is all Brandy's fault. Y'all blame Brandy. Because I had heard Bella Coco, what is her name? I know her name and I can't think of it to save my neck. Hang tight. That's patterns. Is it Sarah? No, it's not Sarah. Ah, what is her name? Sarah Jane. Okay, so it was Sarah. I know that she partnered with Hobbii to create this line, kind of like Tony Lipsy at TL Yarncraft did with them to do Happy Place, and I can't remember off the top of my head what Tony Lipsy's other, she did another yarn with them too, so I haven't tried those yet. But it's primarily because I don't want to use a acrylic wool blend. That's just not one of the blends that I like, so I haven't tried that one. But I think she came out with a merino. I think that was her second line, but I can't, no, or an alpaca. I can't remember. I will look that up, and if I am tempted, I will get it, and I will show y'all 100%. Okay. I might have to look back at my order because something seems like it went haywire here. Because it looks like I have two of the same color. Oh, no, I don't. Okay, they're different colors. But they look... Oh! I have two candies. It was just stuck in yarn. Alright, so... I only got one solid color. It is the... Now, the solids are just called Bella Coco Marino. And I know it's a very neutral color. And it's number... What color is this? Number 3. Which is called Cream. But I bought 4 of these, okay? Oh my gosh. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is nice. Alright. I was kind of hesitant. Well, Brandy told me about this in one of my lives, and I'm like, no, I've not tried it, but... And it's not super duper soft to my cheek, but... And I'm trying to see. Let me see if this is superwash merino or it doesn't say. I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't say whether it is superwash or non-superwash. So I'm going to assume that it is superwash merino, because it definitely feels like a superwash, which means it's not like uber soft, but it is nice. I love the feel in my hands, but y'all also know that my hands aren't reliable because of the neuropathy. Actually, it's not bad on my wrist. I mean, the inside of my wrist either. Heh. All right. I'm liking this. Now, they call this a DK. That's funny because on the post here, it doesn't say merino DK on the labels on the picture. Did I order the wrong thing? Let me see. Alright, no? Okay, it's 1.7, yeah, it's 50 grams at 180 yards and 165 meters. That's the right thing. But it doesn't have DK in the pictures on the product pictures. So the DK must have been added to the wrappers after they took these initial pictures when the yarn actually launched. Okay. Because it is a DK weight. Well, they say it's a number 2. And yeah. I'd say it's a number 2. It's not quite a number 1. So it's a very, to me, it's a very finer DK weight than a number 3. Does that make sense? So it makes sense that they're listing it as a number 2. I love this though. And the reason I bought cream is because with the other colors, I wasn't 100% sure the color variations. Now they have color groupings and all on the website that you can go onto. And I may end up going back for more. It just depends. Especially if I like how these, because these are the only solids I had. I bought 4 of those. And right now they are $9 shipping. I mean $9. Let me see. Okay, hold on. I bought 4 pieces, so I saved 8%. So they were $8.28 a piece. All right, cool beans. Okay, so oops, I clicked the wrong thing. Sorry, y'all. I just want to keep my computer handy because I'm going to be going through this. Now, these right here are the plain. And those are just plain solids. Oh, I just seen Tony Lipsy's at the bottom. Hold on. Tint and Tone. No, is that Tony Lipsy's? No. Sorry. It was on the other page, so I'll have to go back to it. But these are called Merino Prints from Bella Coco. And this one is 34. And they're saying Blush Bloom. That is beautiful. Look at that. I hope I'm in frame. If I'm not, I'm sorry, y'all. This one right here. This is the one that the thing was stuck into. Uh-oh. I got a stray. Doesn't look like it was wound right on that one. Okay, I can definitely see the difference. So I also bought 32, which is called, I'm having a squint, Berry Crush. Now that one's beautiful in and of itself too. And this has like a purpley pink, pale pink, dark pink. All right. This one has light pink, pale pink, and almost like a coral type. Or dusty. I don't know what you would call that. But do you see the difference in the three colors? At first I thought they had sent me one of or two of the same color. I'm like, no, I wouldn't have done that. So this line only has 5 colors. And guess what? I got every single one of them. This beautiful little baby right here. Oh, I love this one. Look at that. Now this one right here is called Coastal Drift. And I can see that. Gives a very aqua toned and, oh, right there. Very far, and you can see the knot immediately in it. I don't think it'll matter as long as they kept the colors. That's the only thing that when you go for tonals like this or ombres, if you do an ombre like that, you have to make sure. Red Heart is horrible about it. Alright. Excuse me. Sorry. This one right here is called Meadow Mist. You know I had to have some purples in here. Isn't that beautiful? I love this one. Actually, I am super tickled with all 5 of the, or all 6 of these colors. This one right here is 35, and it is called Sunset Sorbet. I believe it too. Look at there. Now these guys, like I said, they only have 180 yards or 165 meters. So if I do anything with them, I may have to, because the patterns I'm going to show y'all, the ideas that I had for these, I'm going to put these on top so I can see them. The ideas I had for them, I might have to supplement either a solid color and the cream, because I only bought 4 creams. But depending on the pattern I try, I might be able to get away with 4 creams and using these 2 together since they are so similar. But doing them in a way that you see that they're different. Like if I do stripes, I could do a stripe of, what was the first one? Blossom something. Blush Bloom. Then do a cream. And then do Berry Crush. So I could do a row of this, a row, I mean, like this. Ah! Let me see. Ah! Nope. Am I going to get it? Nope. All right. Fine. I'll do it like this. Okay? Kind of like that idea. That way I can make do, because I don't know. I know there's a whole lot going on right now. Sorry. I dropped it. Oh, it's got thread on it. Imagine that. Thread is everywhere in here. I'm not going to lie. But I like the idea of doing any of these, because I'm looking at tops. Now, they do have, if you go to Hobbie's website, they have free patterns listed with this yarn. They have a Renly scarf. And these are all Sarah Jane's patterns, I believe. They have a Little Waves baby blanket. They have coffee and cream wrist warmers that I do want to try. I might make one of these a wrist warmer. I don't know, because I don't know if I want to sacrifice some of my ideas, because if I can make a top or two with these and not have to order more, that would be preferable. And then they have a Amara shawl. My favorite out of all four of these is the Amara shawl, even though I don't wear shawls. But I don't wear wrist warmers either, and I think they're adorable. But she did the wrist warmer in a solid, it looks like it was in cream and maybe a coffee color. Or a taupe. I can't tell. Actually, I'm going to click on it and find out. See if it tells me. Alright, let's see. So they did a number 3. Yep, they did the cream, and they did they did a merino print, number 31. All right, the picture shows brownish looking, but they're saying 31, and this is purple. Now, in some of the other pictures, it showed a purple, but on the pattern page, it definitely shows more of a brown tone. And it's solid. It's not one of the prints, because in one of the images I saw, it did show the purple print version, but that's definitely a solid. So I don't know what color. It's brown, probably. Some other neutral. But anyway, okay. So, I have some ideas with these. Now, everything I'm going to tell you is already listed in the description box below. They are all free patterns. Some have videos, some don't. Some have a PDF that you can buy if you don't want to work off of a web page. Some don't, okay? It's just going to take you going to look at them. And the very first one I'm going to show you, I'm going to put the picture up on one side or the other. I don't know which yet, but it is called B197 Cable Strata Tee. Now, I really like this one for myself because I like the V-neck. It is saying yarn held together, lace and fingering. I don't need that. I have a DK weight, so I'm perfectly fine on that. It is knit. It is free off of Ravelry. Now, let's see, its sizes go from 33.5 bust up to 65.5 inch bust. So, good range of sizes for that. Now, if I do, I like mine with a little bit of positive ease, so I would probably go with a 41 inch bust. And that goes, let me see how many I need. All right, So I would need 2 skeins of the main color and 1 skein of a 25 gram. Okay, so I need 200 grams plus the contrasting color, which would be probably my cream. I would need 25 gram balls. So these are 50. I'm Gucci. This is where I would have to combine for this t-shirt, or I could use yeah, I would have to use these as a combination probably for this one. The only thing I don't think I would do on this one is, you can't see it in, you might be able to see it in the image I have here, that it looks like they have bracketing the top and the bottom of the contrasting color. It looks like they have a row of garter stitch, and well, it's all stockinette stitch and then a purl stitch. Okay, so I said it wrong, but the whole shirt is mainly stockinette stitch and then bracketing the top. Sorry, hold on. Bracketing the top and bottom is the purl stitch. So this one is very, very, very... Now, since I'm using a DK weight, I may not need as much yardage as they're asking for. We'll see. You know what? We'll just see. Now, number 2. This is not a V-neck, and this is knit. It is free pattern. It is called the Knit Main Street Top by City Farmhouse Studio. I didn't even tell y'all who the Ravelry one was for. Oh, Plymouth Yarn. Okay, that makes sense. All right. So City Farmhouse has this beautiful little top right here, and I like it. I would probably make it with a little bit more positive ease than is showing here, but I like the scoop neck. I don't like anything really, really close to my neck, and if it's not a V-neck, it needs to be a low enough scoop neck, and I don't know if this one is, so I would have to really look through it. But I do like it. It's got the stockinette stitch, and then it's got garter stitch edgings on it. Now it is saying, how much is the yardage? Yardage. Okay. DK weight again. They're using linen and then a linen cotton blend. But you know, the thing about that I have found out, now I've yet to make anything merino on my tops. I've made cotton tops, but not merino. But I wear merino socks year round. So I'm thinking, even though I am in South Carolina, I can get away with this. So, let's see. Let me look at the sizes here so I can see. Alright, so how much ease? It's saying bust circumference with ease, but it doesn't tell me how much ease. It may be listed up. Nope. Okay, so I might have to read a little bit more on that. But anyway, so let's go with, I'm going to try to stick around the 41-inch bust. This one's got a 39 or a 43. I think 43 would be too much, but we're going to go with just right now with an assumption that I'm going to do the 43-inch bust circumference. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that would be a large in theirs. And that means I need 2, 3, 4. I need 4 skeins of 100-gram balls. But now these 100-gram balls have 275 yards. So if I were to do this, it would be 360. So still not quite enough, because I would need 4 of that. So hold on. So 4 times 25 is 100, which in this case it would be 1,000 yards. And yeah, I don't have enough. I would if I did one of these. I'd have just shy of 1,000 yards with one color and all 4. Or I could supplement. Actually, I do like that. It just depends on if I want to do stripes, if I want to do, you know, different color changes. But I do like this tee. And if I do have to buy more, I'll find out about the tariffs, huh? Okay, so the next one is called the Aria Tee. And I'll put that here. It doesn't have a model displaying it, but I did find... Now, I did click on it earlier, and it is a PDF, a free PDF file. And I'm trying to get back to it because I did click on it earlier, and now... Did I X that whole thing out? I guess I did. I did. Ah! Well, I X'd my other Google page out because I had just this stuff on one Google page so that I could find it quickly. Now, the Aria Tee, I really, really like the look of it. And without that open, I can't see the details. So I'm going to have to click it open again and have another PDF file. But oh well. Alright, let me zoom in here. Shush. Alright. Apparently I can't zoom in properly today because I am blind as a bat. Now, this uses a hand-painted yarn. The Cascade Anchor Bay handprints. And it is saying they used 50% cotton, 50% superwash merino, 100-gram balls. Okay. And let's see, finished measurements. They have a 42. So we're going to go with that. And that means I would need 4 balls of 100 grams. So I'd need 400 grams. Okay. I like this one, I think, the best of all because it's got the longer sleeves. Now, I don't like... I'm not sure if it's the mannequin or what. I don't like how it's hanging, but it's going to hang differently on me anyway, so I have to decide what I'm going to do, okay? That's the hard part about it. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so that's for knitting. And these will be fine for knitting, but I'm going to tell you the feature about these that has a lot of crocheters excited. And I might work up a swatch, especially in the cream, with my crochet, because it says it is a Z twist instead of an S twist, so it is a lot more crochet friendly than most yarns out on the market. And if any of you have tried this yet, leave a comment below. Did you find the Z twist as a crocheter was better for splitting in this yarn versus S twists that are on the market? Because I want to know. This is the big thing that they're praising this yarn for, was the Z twist versus S twist for crocheters. Now, okay, wait a minute. Okay, I just read something else. Hold on. It says, the label incorrectly states that it is a DK yarn. This is due to an error that unfortunately could not be corrected before production. Please bear with us while we update the label. We refer to the correct yarn group, which is always stated on the website. So that means it is a number 1. Right? No, it is a number 2, but they're calling it a DK. So, still usable in these patterns. You just might have to do a gauge swatch and check to see, you know, okay. I just happened to scroll over to that. Now, for my crocheters and my bistitchual lovelies that do crochet and knit, I have some crochet patterns. Now, I don't do as much crochet clothing as I do knit clothing. I do cardigans and stuff in crochet, but I also went looking to see if they had anything I liked. Now, I gave you 3 knit patterns, and I'm going to have 4 crochet patterns. Technically, I'm going to have 4 and 4, because one of my patterns I have knit already. They have a knit version. Y'all know that blue knit tank top, knit t-shirt that I have? That's in this lineup as well, but the crochet version. So I even mentioned in my little listing down below, I think, I'm going to make sure I mention it, because I've already did the listing. So let me see the description, because I tried to do the description. I was being all kind of productive this morning when I was looking at this stuff. Okay, so I only have, all right, I'm correcting this right now. I did only have the crochet version of this. But while I'm talking about that, I want you to see, I'll get to that when I get to it, okay? I'll change everything and add it in. Now, this one right here is called Forest Breeze Tee. It is a crochet, free crochet pattern. It says it does have a video, so if you need additional help, go for that. Now, let me see. They are using a cotton yarn for this. And let me see. This is for, off of a website called For the Frills. Her name is Grace, okay? This is the lady that's the blog that I got this one off of. Now, she does use cotton. And she uses a 75-25 cotton viscose blend. Seashell. Say that real fast and you get seashell. It's saying that, she's saying that the viscose, the seashell makes it a lot softer and lighter than you get with normal cotton. So probably similar to a cotton bamboo blend. Okay, she said if you can't find this particular, apologize, sorry about that. That yarn, you can get the Lion Brand's Kobu. So that's a bamboo cotton blend. So see, yep. Now she does, on her page, she also has a tank top, crocheted tank top that I might look into doing. Now the thing about the crochet for me is I don't want open mesh patterns. If you do, go over to Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. She has a bunch of tutorials for open mesh type tops. I think she has a couple that are closed in. I don't know. But I needed closed in because I'm in the South, and if I'm already going to be wearing wool, I don't want an undershirt to make me hot. I would rather keep it straight to the merino. Now, I do like this forest top because this Forest Breeze top is so simple but pretty. And I like actually how the double crochets look really good with it. Now, based on other patterns, I will go with a large because I like the extra positive ease in the bust area. So let's see. It doesn't... Materials. Here we go. Extra small, small, medium, large. So I would need 7 50-gram balls. I have 9 total of all of these colors. So obviously, if I'm going to do any of these patterns, I'm going to have to get some more yarn. Okay, so this is the pattern I was telling y'all about. The designer, her blog is Originally Lovely. Her name is Caitlin. I have knit this top. And here's the crochet version. And here is the knit and crochet picture that you can do. But like I said, my blue knitted top is from this pattern. And I think I said at the time that I shared, back when I shared this, that they did have a crochet version. Now, if you don't want your bra to show and you don't want to wear a nude bra, this does have some airiness to it, okay? But I wanted to include it in here because I did like the perfect, this is called the Perfect T-shirt pattern crochet, and the other one is Perfect T-shirt pattern knit. But I do like it. I just don't, I'm not crazy about the neckband. Okay? Now I might be more pleased with it in the crochet version. I don't know. But I'm going to grab the knit version as well and put it on my description as we talk, because I just love it. I just love it. Now, oops. Okay, so let's see here. Now, I need to actually open this and look at it. I can't remember how much yardage I used on the knit version. I wish I could remember. Let's see. She's giving you options. You know, you can use True Boo, the 100% bamboo. You can use the Kobu, which is the cotton blend. You can use comfy cotton, blah, blah, blah. Cotton jeans yarn. Cotlin from Knit Picks. Swish DK, comfy worsted. And let's see here. Okay, come on. Are we gonna talk about like sizes and stuff? Alright, so let's go with, I imagine. Alright, see, they used, I think I went with extra large. No, I went with large. So I'm gonna go back with large. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I need 1, 2, 3. It says 5 skeins of Kobu. And I think I said Kobu was 50 gram yards, 50 gram balls, or was it 100 gram? I'm pulling it up now so I would know. Let's see. I mean, it would probably be mute because they're saying this is a number 2 and all of these are calling for DK, which is number 3. Like I said, it just depends on gauge. So I would have to crochet a swatch which I said I was going to crochet a swatch with the cream so that I would know if the Z twist versus the S twist is what they've cracked up to be. Okay. So if you do go with Caitlin's pattern, the perfect tee, whether you do the knit or crochet version, I think you'll be very happy. If you're a die-hard V-neck person, maybe not so much. And I think I'm turning into a die-hard V-neck person, because even these get irritating to me because they tend to slide back on my shoulders. Like right now, this is the perfect spot on my shoulder with this shirt or this dress, and it's right here, and it's not as comfy, but it tends to ride up to there, and I keep pulling it down, and I'm not big on adjusting my clothing all day. All right, so now we have a Sweet Summer Tee by Evelyn and Peter. This is free on their blog, and her name is not Evelyn. Her name is Rachel. Yeah, so maybe Evelyn and Peter are her children's name? I don't know. She doesn't say so in her little blurb of an introduction. But I like this, again, because it is a tank top. And I like the little cap sleeves. Actually, no, this is like, it's not a cap sleeve. So it does have a little bit more sleeve than a cap sleeve. But it is beautiful. And it looks like it has enough positive ease to where I'm comfortable with it, because it is slightly oversized, according to her. Now, she does use the Lion Brand Kobu again, which I just did the specs for that. So they're 100-gram balls. Let's see. If you do want to buy anything, you can buy it as a kit from Lion Brand. But I don't know if that's still true, because I don't know when this blog was done. Ooh, that was in 2020, so take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that would come as a kit. But she does have a printable PDF in her Etsy shop. Oh, and on Ravelry. Okay, so you can look it up there. And you would just probably look up Evelyn and Pete. Or you could search the Sweet Summer Tee. The Sweet Summer Tee. Okay, so let's go with the large again. Large bust says 40 to 42. Okay, so I can deal with that. So let's go with large, and that would take me 5 balls of 100 gram. So 500 grams. Or, let's see, how many yards does Kobu have? Maybe that would be, but like I said, this is all estimation. So it's got 232 yards per 100. So I don't know. I'd have to do the gauge swatch again. And I thought I was doing so good because I was like, oh, most of the patterns I got without even opening the package were DK patterns. And so when I seen merino DK, I'm like, oh, this actually works better, because I was thinking that this was a fine yarn. Not quite fingering, but definitely fine. Now if I pull it tight, yeah, it might thin out to a more of a fingering. But that's okay. I used fingering on the Originally Lovely knit t-shirt, so I can just I can approximate how much yardage I used on that and see what I need for this version. Okay. I do like this one. If I do crochet this one or the Forest, I don't know. They both are V-necks, so that's what pulls me to them. And here, our last one is called a Timeless Look Polo t-shirt. She does have a video. I don't know if she has a paid PDF version or not on this. Now, this has a little bit more of a gap underneath her arm than I like. So I might modify that. I mean, it's more than this. So I might modify that to where I close that hole up if I were to do this. The thing about this is I don't know if I would leave the polo collar and just kind of make it like a open type there without the I could just do like the double crochets around the whole neckline instead of using the polo collar. I don't know. Now, let's see what yarn they use, and if it's DK, probably is. I don't know the positive ease on this one either, but it looks like it's a oversized comfy shirt. Or at least on this little thing it does. No, I think that is oversized. Okay. Final width. Let's go with bust circumference. Okay. So, she's using centimeters. Alright. Nice to know. She used Katia Tencel Cotton in color 13 Pistachio. Now, that is lyocell cotton blend, and they're 50 grams and 120 meters. So the size I want, 1180 yards. Now the question is this I wonder if this is fine or if it's a DK weight. Apparently I can't type. Alright, let's see. Oh, it looks like they have Katia on Hobbii too. Huh. Alright. Let's find out. I just clicked on the Hobbii link. No, that is not Katia. Why would they do that to me? Unless it's further down. I'm going down. I'm going down. You know, that maybe. Because, you know, Hobbii does carry other brands. I'm not going through all of that. Alright. Fine. Let's go to... Why are you dinging at me? Yes, I'm in the US, okay? Just let me look at the yarn. Alright. Katia. Alright, I'm seeing everything but that yarn. So, I don't know. What did I say it was? Katia Tencel yarn. And I'm not seeing any Tencel yarn at all on here. But the C-cell cotton, which is cotton organic lyocell, it's a DK weight. Let me click on that. That might be the closest thing I get to this at this point. It is 130 yards per 50 gram ball, but it is a DK weight. Yep. So I'm wondering if it went from tinsel cotton to sea cell. I did it that time. I did it. I didn't say seashell. So I hope today has showed you some yummy yarn, because I think it's yummy. It took me a little bit longer to get it than normal, but that's okay. I got it. I have some great ideas to do with it, even if I might have to order some more. But first, I wanted to get it in hand and see the colors. And let's face it, all these beautiful colors. Oh, let me do it this way. Here we go. Or, oh yeah, let's do it like that. That's cute. Sorry, I'm all for imagery. And it's not for my thumbnail, because I already did my thumbnail. But look. Actually, I'm going to twist it a little bit different. Sorry, y'all. Now I'm having fun. Like that. Now, how pretty is that? But after I work up the gauge swatch and crochet, I can decide if I want to crochet the top or knit the top or do one of each. If I do one of each, I definitely am going to have to order more. And tariffs be darned. Because the thing about this whole tariff situation, and we're going to keep politics out of it. Okay? Whether you agree with them or whether you don't. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, okay? I'm not going to get political on here, but I will gladly pay the tariffs. Now, especially for something that I want, because most of the stuff that we got in stores now are going to be tariffed, because most yarn is made in Turkey. Most of it. And that's okay. If paying a little extra gets it into my hands, I'm going to do that. Now, if it encourages manufacturers to produce here in the U.S., I am all for that, because that's more tax revenue, that's more jobs, that's more security, bringing things home. Now, yes, it might be a little bit more expensive, but you are paying an American citizen rather than a Turkish citizen. But there's nothing wrong with doing a Turkish citizen if they're compensated well. So that's my soapbox, and that's all I'm going to do on that one. Because I look at it like this. Whether you're in the U.S., you're in the U.K., you're anywhere in Europe, tariffs are not a new thing. All right? So if you want something and you're willing to pay it like I am, it might be a little higher. I might not get it for as cheap as I got it today, or the other day, or the other week. Because, it is coming from Denmark, so it takes a little bit of time. And I'm okay with that. Apparently, I'm okay with a lot of things. Well, if you're going to use somebody's product, you might as well be okay with it. I don't use a whole lot of Hobbii. I use all kind of different things. I use so many different brands, but I do love Hobbii. And in fact, that rainbow blanket I made from Mowgli's pattern, I love that blanket. I loved working on that blanket. I did the, hold on. I also did my Battenberg blanket in the Hobbii cotton yarn. So, I obviously love me some Hobbii. I just don't use it enough to get vast quantities of it. But hopefully, you saw something you liked, you learned something new, or I gave you ideas or inspirations, because let me tell you, I have custom bags I have to make, but my brain has been firing all morning, in anticipation of opening this bag. And now that it's open and my goodies are sitting here staring me in the face, I'm so tempted. I am so tempted. But you know what? That is a incentive. Couldn't find the word for a moment, but that is an incentive to go ahead and do my work, and then I can play a little bit later, because I'm trying to make it to where, because some family has said that, you know, my daughter-in-law, that I need to stop working so much, because there's days to where I'll come in here at 8 a.m. in my workroom, and I won't come out until 9:30, 10 o'clock when I'm ready to go to sleep. I mean, yes, I come out and I eat, whatnot. I speak with everybody, but I don't have, like, work hours, because to me, this is not just work. It's fun. It's creativity. It's creating. It's making. It's all the yumminess. All those yummy things. But when I have something like this looking at me. But now, to be fair, I have that pair of socks from the Sugar Sake yarn. Now, granted, I'm almost down to the toe on the second sock, so those are almost done. So if I do decide to go with a knit version, and I decide on something that I can use what I have now, I'm so sorry, I don't know why I'm burping so much, I will be able to jump into that. But I will finish those socks first. Y'all know me. And if you are new here and you don't know by now, I like to keep a whip. I'm a one whip person of each craft, except my sewing. Sometimes when I have multiple orders, I can't have just one whip. Like if I do 5 or 6 bags at a time, like that video that y'all saw when I did 8 of those bags at the same. Now those wasn't custom orders, but to me that is one whip, one group of bags, you know. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get off here and I'm gonna stop yapping, because the longer I yap, the longer it takes to finish my orders, and the longer it takes before I can get into my fun stuff. I mean, not fun stuff, because my bags are fun stuff. Into my planning stuff, because I can't even just jump in, y'all. The only thing I can jump in on is doing a swatch. I can do a gauge swatch in knit and crochet. Crochet especially, so I could find out if this Z-twist is all the hoopla around that. So, again, just to reiterate, the DK is a misprint on this, okay? Per Hobbii. It is a misprint. So I'm going to leave all of that up on my... I do have to open up I have to open up my other Google page, because... Oh, there it is. It was hiding. I'm about to say, because this has my email and yeah, my website and all that good junk on it. So... At least I don't have any new emails while I've been sitting here thinking I lost my page. Y'all have obviously seen my joy for the day. So I want you to grab yours. And if watching this video is that little spark of joy, awesome. You know what? That's great. I don't even pretend that it is, because I'm not that kind of person. But whatever it is, grab it, hold on to it, enjoy your day today. Enjoy your evening whenever you're watching this, because I appreciate you being here with me. And if you've hung out this long, bless you. I hope you found something really, really cool in the video that sticks with you. But I will see y'all on the next video. So y'all take care. Bye-bye.